because we got a PlayStation expert, fanboy, I don't know. We got Davey here.
Yeah, I'd probably say fanboy.
Yeah.
Probably fanboy is probably the best way to put it, I guess.
The new PSP is out, a.k.a. the PlayStation Portal. Yay.
Whoa, whoa.
I wanted to hear from your point of view. What do you think of the look of this system? Because I don't think you've bought it, have you? I don't think you're interested in buying it.
Fuck no.
No,
Fuck no.
no, I know.
Right. I'll go off on this. I've been on my own podcast on PS We Trust. I'm very much the outlier, right? So I'll just put that out there straight away. I'm not the voice of the PlayStation or anything else. In terms of 2 out of 3 of my of the podcast hosts for In PS We Trust, a PlayStation podcast,
Yeah.
2 of them are excited and are buying this device.
Oh no.
Me
Phil.
personally, Phil and Spence both really keen, really want it. They want to be able to sit on the sofa while their missuses are watching, like EastEnders, and they can play PlayStation. Whereas when you're actually a real man, you can tell your missus, you can sit downstairs, I'm going upstairs.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play my game the way I want to play it with my headset on. I don't have to listen to, whoever stabbed somebody else outside the chippy last night in bloody EastEnders, right? Don't need any of that distraction. So as a real man, no, I refuse to buy a PlayStation Portal.
Good.
I will say straight away, I really like the design of it though. And I think when it was first shown, I was very much on the same line that you are, where I was like, it's just a screen between half a bloody DualSense. Like, what the hell?
Exactly.
But when I've seen it now, like I haven't seen it like in physical, I haven't seen it with my own eyes, but what I've seen videos of people playing it online, I'm like, oh, does look cool though. Like, it does look cool. And if there is a way that I could download games onto it, and play them on that, I would buy one in a fucking heartbeat. I'll buy one straight away. But with it being tethered to the device as it is at the moment, so you've got to have a internet connection which advises above 5 megabyte per second, which I think most people in the UK have that, right? Even on public transport. But I can't imagine it will play very well at 5 megabytes per second.
No, definitely not.
I cannot imagine a world where that works well. So, yeah, it's not for me. It's certainly not for me. And to me, it's a half step with a solution that we just didn't need on the platform in any way, shape, or form, especially where at the moment right now, you can just remote play to your phone, connect up a DualSense, and Bob's your uncle, right? The solutions already exist.
And it's cheaper.
And it's cheaper, yeah, because you've already got the device in your pocket with sometimes even a bigger screen. Just buy a shit tab. And, it's maxed out at 1080p. Just buy a shit tab. Or, better yet, don't be a fucking mug. Just buy another TV off Facebook Marketplace.
Exactly.
Get one for like 40 quid.
Yeah.
Done.
TV.
Done.
Yeah. No, I
do that.
I totally agree with everything you've just said. I don't understand why this is a thing when you can literally just get a backbone attachment for your phone, or like Phil, he has the Steam Deck. I don't understand why he's buying one. He's got a Steam Deck. I don't understand. Because last time I heard, I knew Spencer was going to buy it. I didn't know Phil cracked. I didn't realize Phil cracked either. So that's Phil. I'm disappointed in you, man. If you're listening to this, I'm disappointed in you. I had higher expectations of you, mate. Honestly,
Weirdly enough, though, Lewis, is that I think you and me may be the outliers on this because it's sold out everywhere.
Ugh, don't get it.
Which is it's wild, isn't it? It's absolutely like to me when this was first rumored, and I remember talking about it on the podcast, and I was saying like, no way, there's no way this thing's never gonna sell.
No.
It's never gonna be anywhere. Who gives a shit about this? And it turns out that I may be completely wrong here, and that maybe there is like a huge demand for something like this, even though I've got a feeling that a lot of people are gonna probably get it and then be strangely surprised that it doesn't work the way they want it to, right?
Yes.
That they'll probably think, oh, I can't wait to put my disc into the back of this screen somehow and it work. And then they realize, oh, actually, no, I need internet. And I'm in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere and I don't have internet right now. So who knows? But very strange device.
I don't understand
certainly
it.
not what I want.
Yeah, I got an Amazon Fire tablet which I paid £100 for, and I just use that to stream all my Xbox games. Whenever I want to play Xbox games, I do it that way. And like,
Yeah.
and I don't think it's worth it, even if you're just streaming games. But with Xbox, at least you can go on Game Pass and play any game you want from Game Pass, and you don't need an Xbox turned on to play it. Like, if PlayStation did that, like, oh, here's PlayStation Plus, play any game from PlayStation Plus on the cloud without a PlayStation, and you just have the PlayStation Portal, that'd be perfect. Like, I wouldn't mind, and then I'd be like, oh, okay, I'll probably buy one then. But the fact that you needed it basically, essentially, is just a screen for your PS5. I just don't understand it. Essentially, you're just buying a screen for your PS5 that you can carry around with you. It's weird. I don't get it. Honestly, I don't understand why it's a thing.
And I think this is where like the Xbox side have got this right. I think they've really nailed it in terms of this whole play anywhere stuff, like where you can just go onto the TV, connect it up, pop your own call. Now the new Sony TVs and a couple of the Android ones. I don't know how big the rollout is yet, but they are adding that kind of kind of level of support where you can connect up a DualSense to it and stuff like that, and it all works. But it's baby steps compared to where Xbox are at the moment when it comes to that kind of play anywhere kind of mentality. And maybe this is where they're taking that first step in, dipping their toe. But for me, I always think back to how great the PSP and the Vita were. Especially, I love my Vita.
Yeah,
I got 3 of them actually. I love my Vitas.
Wow.
And I bought one for me. I bought one for the wife, and then I saw one going on Facebook Marketplace for like £40, and I was like, wow. Come on, I'm not gonna let a Vita just. I'll look after it. Yeah, it's like when you go to the you go to adopt a dog or something, and then when you're in there, you see that other little cat who's a bit straggly, and you think, oh, I could look after him as well, and a hamster, and you end up taking half of them home, right? It's like that with Vitas. I'm like with Vitas in the wild, mate. I just can't let them go alone. So I look back to the good old days. And they were competing with Nintendo. Sure, they weren't beating them at what they do, but they were doing well. I think the PSP sold like 80-odd million units, which is great. That's fucking fantastic. It's nearly as much as the PlayStation 3 generation did. Yeah. And then the Vita, unfortunately, just, it did what it did, like 12 mil. But that's not reason to seed it. And I think they've just shit the bed here, kind of exiting this marketplace and just seeding it all to Nintendo when they could compete here. And I think it makes far more sense than VR, to me, anyway.
Oh, I agree.
But
100% with that VR thing. Yeah. I don't get it. I don't understand it as a concept. I put down here, should Xbox copy it? I hope they don't. But if they had a device that you could stream like from your Xbox, but it'll also stream from Game Pass, I actually wouldn't mind buying that. But it's the fact that you're limited to like whatever your PS5 has downloaded to it, or like you have to swap discs around. And no, it doesn't make sense to me. It's the fact that it's only remote play and there's no cloud streaming. It's kind of weird to me. Or there's no dedicated hardware either. That's what's bonkers to me. Like, I find it interesting. Like when Phil Spencer was it was brought up in conversation, Phil Spencer, about like handheld consoles. It's like, well, the ROG Ally is essentially an Xbox portable. Like, it's not official, but the ROG Ally is essentially a portable Xbox. You can play all the Xbox games on that, and you can like play them natively through the Game Pass PC app. So, like, they don't need to release a portable console because other companies are doing it for them. Like the Steam Deck is essentially an Xbox portable. So. Yeah, it's weird. I don't think they need I would love a dedicated Xbox device to play stuff natively, but I would not buy one that's just a remote play device. I think that's a bit weird to me. I don't understand why people would pay. Was it like £200? I don't know how much it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I'll go on there now, just double check myself, but I'm pretty sure it's like £199.
No, thank you. And then you can't. There's no Bluetooth either, so you have to use the particular PlayStation headphones, if I remember correctly, as well, right?
Well, it's all about this Link app. So there's this whole PlayStation Link, which is their new thing they're doing, and it comes with that. So you can use other headphones and stuff, but yeah, I think it's a little bit more convoluted. than you think it would be. But yeah, it's all to do with this PlayStation Link portal thing. But yeah, 199.99. Yeah, currently totally out of stock on PS Direct. Looking at it still. So yeah, coming out today. So people will start putting their first impressions up pretty soon, I guess. But yeah, certainly not for me.
I don't understand why people would shit on the Wii U and then buy a PS5 portable. I don't understand. It's essentially just the Wii U again.
Hey, don't say no. The Wii U was shit, mate. You know, let's be honest. We all owned a Wii U, and it was bad. It was a Fisher Price tablet that hardly responded to touch. Right, it was terrible. Like that was actually a piece of shit. This at least would work, even though I don't like what it's designed for. Whereas the Wii U was just a mistake. Terrible. I fucking hated that. And it was awkward to hold. Yeah. You'd hold it and my hands would be killing holding the Wii U gamepad. Like, I didn't know where to put my hands. Like, it was just... Yeah. I put that console... It's the only console I got in my basement.
Wow.
I never go down to my basement. I never go down there. I need enough separation from it. I need 2 floors before I get down to where it is.
I think if Smash wasn't on there, you probably would never play it at all. I imagine that was like the game for it, and then Smash Bros. Ultimate kind of just surpassed it in every way. So it was like literally made it superfluous. Like really, only thing I'm curious about with the PlayStation Portal actually is, can you use it as a second player controller? Like if you had like people over, would you be able to use it as a second controller? Because it's got the PlayStation. It is essentially a PS5 controller, just a screen on it. Could you use it as a second controller?
I'm gonna guess no. I'm gonna guess no because it's just mirroring whatever's shown on screen.
Yeah.
So I don't think it would work like that. I don't think you could do that now. I would have thought no.
Let us know in the comments below if that is the case, though. I would love to know that. Just more of a curiosity thing, because I've always liked the idea of playing Xbox with my friends and taking my like tablet with me and a controller, just streaming my side of the gameplay and just sitting in the same room, just chilling like I used to do. Like, you know, when when you're kids and you're playing split screen and you're just all hanging out in the same room. Like, I miss that. Like, I'd love to have that as an option, but there you go. It's just one of those things. Yeah, interesting. I will not be buying one. Even though I'd like to buy technology. I own a PS5, I have an Xbox, I have a Switch, I have a new laptop. I love buying, like, new tech. There's no way in hell I'm buying this piece of junk. I'm sorry. I'm more likely to buy a Steam Deck or a ROG Ally, and that I'm just going to invest and get a proper one. Your TV's not having a fun time, is it?
Just adverts, man. I'm just trying to show a video of a fire. But bear in mind, this is the case. If anyone's watching this on YouTube and you're thinking, oh, lovely inbuilt fire he's got built into the wall there, I've now just showed you that actually no, it's just a video on YouTube I got on the background. It's not real fire.
You can't see it on my screen, but I'm looking at a video of the sky moving through the the clouds.
Oh.
So it looks like I have a window in front of me, but it's actually a big TV.
Very dystopian, that. Yeah. Very dystopian.
Well, it's more like natural light to make myself look nicer in the video.
Oh, I see.
There's a bit of natural lighting, even though it's not really natural. Unnatural light. Figure that one out. Thank you for listening to the X Marks the Box podcast. Follow us at X Marks Box on Twitter or X Marks the Box on YouTube. And follow us on all audio podcast services. Thanks for listening.